It is 6:47 right now on a very wet Wednesday morning.
Grab the rain gear on the way out, Rob.
Yeah, definitely have those boots ready to go. We've seen some heavy rainfall, likely some puddles, some ponding, and unfortunately even that threat for some flooding and flash flooding heading through the rest of today. We just saw that big band of heavy rain and thunderstorms move right over top of Toyota Field about 35 minutes ago. Now racing off to the northeast into Jackson County. And you'll even notice a little bit of light breaking through on our Muscle Shoals sky cams. So you get these rounds of heavy rain with thunderstorms, and you get a little bit of a lull before that next round starts. And that's just going to continue to add that threat for additional heavy rainfall on top of the already saturated conditions. This is the rainfall forecast all the way through this Friday, just through the next 3 days. You'll notice the oranges and the reds on the map. That's 3 to 4 inches of rainfall on top of what we already have seen. Again, this starts actually at 7 a.m., so about 10 minutes from now is when this forecast goes into effect. The purples on the map, which includes parts of Sand Mountain, that's closer to about 2 to 3 inches of rain. So that's a lot of rainfall on already saturated conditions, especially west of I-65. Some good news, this line of storms is weakening as it continues to move off to the northeast, just now crossing over into Jackson County. Still likely some gusty conditions and still that threat for some cloud-to-ground lightning, especially closer to the Tennessee state line. So you get a little bit further off to the southwest, closer to Gurley, all the way to Lacey Spring. The concern with this is if it slows down, it may start to kind of sit over the same location, and that's going to allow for a quick additional rainfall of 1 inch to 2 inches. Also seeing some heavy rain setting up just to the south of Decatur, and again, these are all starting to slow down. So that's when you start to get that flood risk, that flash flooding risk, with those nearly stationary bands of heavy rainfall. Through this afternoon, we may get enough heating, enough sunshine breaking through that we could make it up to the low to mid 80s this afternoon. If we make it up to 84, 85 degrees, that is going to be a tremendous amount of fuel for more storms tapping into that tropical moisture that's already in place. So what we're seeing on future radar and satellite, this is actually new data just coming in the last hour. This is the line of storms that we're tracking right now. It basically has it slowing down to nearly stationary through the next couple of hours. That would bring that flood risk. Then maybe re-energizing and then redeveloping all the way into lunchtime today. You'll notice right around about Scottsboro, Guntersville, that's where we're tracking those stronger rounds of storms. Then by the late afternoon hours, we're tracking scattered widespread storms. And as you get into those pinks, the yellows, the oranges, and the reds, that's heavy, heavy rainfall. And that just continues all the way through this evening. Look at this. This is 6:30 this evening, even seeing a developing line. You get into some of these bowing edges, that's where you can see some winds gusting around 30 to 40 miles per hour. That races east-southeast through about 9 o'clock tonight. So this is a busy next 12 to 15 hours from North Alabama. And we may go through the process again for your Thursday, possibly even into your Friday. So just be ready to go if we continue to see some of these stronger storms moving in with that flood risk. Really concerned about those smaller creeks and streams. So you really need to make sure the kids stay away from those culverts and streams over the next few days. Rainfall chances finally start to drop off, though, by this weekend. We'll keep them closer to about 30% for your Saturday and Sunday. With less coverage of storms, that's going to allow for a little bit more sunshine. So we're going to make it up closer to 90 for your Saturday and Sunday afternoon. And then you'll notice closer to Monday and Tuesday, down to about a 20% chance. And we're going to be able to hopefully dry things out after just this soaking wet week for North Alabama. Maybe even seeing those dry conditions just in time for the trash pandas making it home to Toyota Field next week.
Hey, let's hope so. Okay.